Hello students, I hope you're all doing amazing. Welcome to this revision of the chapter Budgetary Control. We'll take a quick revision and ensure that all concepts of this chapter are covered in the least possible time. The target is to complete the complete chapter within the next 30 to 45 minutes maximum. Let's try our best. Let's see how well we'll be in a position to do it. So the chapter Budgetary Control, if you see from the examination perspective, not that important I would say. Yes, on an average the weightage has been 6 marks. So the complete chapter we have bifurcated into 3 concepts. So first, the basics of budget. What is a budget, students? What is a budget? In very simple terms, it is an estimate for the future period. What is a budget? It is an estimate for the future period. How should that estimate be? Yes, suppose I am telling I want to study. Yes, I will study very nice. I'll study like crazy. I will earn money like you cannot even count. Is that a budget? No, that's not a budget. Yes, you are making an estimate for the future period. However, that estimate should be either quantitative or a financial estimate. Is it clear? One of the two it should be. Quantitative estimate. Say for example, I am telling my production budget. In the next 1 year, I will produce 10,000 units. Financial estimate. Say for example, I am telling I am coming up with my sales budget or else my profit budget. In the next 1 year, I should be earning a profit of say for example 10 crore. These are budgets. So what is a budget? Estimate for the future period. However, it should be either be quantitative or else financial. It should be measurable. Now, what is budgetary control? Yes, now look at this students. When do I set my budget? I will be setting my budget at the start of my period. Yes or no? Yes, when will I be getting my actual performance? At the end of the period. Now what I have to do? Yes, whether once I've set my budget, is it sufficient? No. I need to continuously monitor and ensure that whatever budget I have set, in reality I have achieved or exceeded that. That complete process wherein we are exercising control and ensuring that my budgeted performance is achieved, that system, that control is called as budgetary control. Now look at this. Systematic control of organization's operation. How? Through establishment of budget. Okay, we've established, and the continuous monitoring. Continuously we are monitoring and adjustment of performance against them in order to ensure that my budgeted performance is achieved. Is it clear, everyone? Now there are some prerequisites of effective budgetary control. Okay, we are doing budgetary control. Yes, in order for that to be successful, some prerequisites are there. Now, what are the prerequisites? Very simple example I'll give you, students. Think of your study target. How your study target should be there. How you should try to implement that. Yes, you'll get all these points. Firstly, a serious attitude towards the system is required. Yes or no? Just because you are telling, okay, tomorrow I'm going to study for 12 hours. Is it sufficient? No. Should be having that seriousness towards study. Okay, point number one. Second, a clear demarcation between the areas of managerial responsibility is needed. Okay, in business world, say for example, yes, I've set my budget, I've not achieved. Now I'm telling, yes, multiple reasons are there. Yes, there has been a change in the price of raw materials. That is a responsibility of purchase manager. There has been a change, yes, in the number of units to be sold. That is a responsibility of sales manager. Yes, there has been a change in the quantity used to produce the goods. That is a mistake of production manager. Yes or no? So that clear bifurcation is needed, telling who is responsible, to what extent they are responsible. Only then I can be, yes, holding them responsible, holding them accountable. Is it clear? Yes. Thirdly, reasonable budget targets. Budget target should be reasonable. Yes or no? Suppose I have set a plan telling tomorrow 23 hours I am going to study. Will you ever wake up from your bed, students? No, right? Yes. The target should be challenging, but it should be reasonable, achievable. Again, established data collection, analysis and reporting technique should be there. We should be having a proper technique to collect the data, analyze the data and report the data. Say for example, I am telling, yes, I think that I am studying so much every day throughout the day. All I am doing is studying. But if you are not having a proper data collection technique, you will never realize. What is a data collection technique here? Suppose you have kept a stopwatch. Yes, every time you start studying, you press it on. Every time you stop studying, you pause it. Yes, this way when you see, you realize that, most of the time in reality it would have happened if you have tried using a stopwatch. Yes, maximum we can study for 7 to 8 hours only. But in our mind, what we are thinking, I'm studying 12 hours, 14 hours. Yes or no? I should be having a proper, yes, established data collection, analysis and reporting technique. Based on that only I will be understanding if I have achieved my target or not. Yes, I have set a target telling, okay, tomorrow 12 hours I should study. But I should be having a measurement technique when I can measure in reality what have I done. Yes or no? Okay. Then a report should be aimed at individual managers. Yes, I should be holding my individual managers responsible. Okay. Fairly short reporting period should be there. especially a month? Yes or no? Because what I want to do, if there is any mistake, I want to take action quickly. If I'm having a long reporting period, it will take such a long period for me to correct my error. Because when will I get to know? Say for example, yes, I have set a target telling, okay, yes, to produce one shirt, I should be using 2 meter. Yes, however, I am using 2.25 meter. How will I realize? Yes, once I have done my variance analysis, yes, once I am trying to allocate the responsibility, I'll get to know, okay, we are not doing it the way it should have been done. So, yes, ideally I should be having a short reporting period. Yes, for every short period, yes, I should set the budget, I should measure my actual performance. If any changes are there, I should come up with corrective measures for that. Again, timely variance report should be generated. It's not sufficient if you are having your reporting period short. Yes, immediately once your reporting period is over, you should be generating variance reports also. Again, corrective actions should be taken to get your operations back in control. Yes, we've done everything. We've set the budget. We've seen our actual. We are having seriousness, everything. Yes, now we got to know that some variance is there. We are not taking any corrective action. Say, for example, you set a target telling, okay, 12 hours I will study. Actually, only 6 hours you could study. Now, you know the reason was because you were using mobile excessively. If you don't take any corrective action, is there any point of doing this complete exercise? No. So, you should be taking corrective actions to get your operations back under control. Is it clear, everyone? Now, moving to the next concept, my dear students. It's the first concept. Till here, we've discussed the basics, which is feedback and feed-forward control. Now, control could be two types, either feedback control or it is feed-forward. What is it? In a very simple way, students, is look at this, try to understand. Here there is an incident. If I take my action after the incident has taken place, it is my feedback control. Yes, if I'm anticipating this incident and I'm taking action even before the incident has taken place, it is feed-forward control. As simple as that. Now, let us try understanding using real life example. Yes, first example, CA exams. Yes, you've given your CA exams. You failed. Assume. Okay, yes, incident has happened. You've given CA exams, you failed. Now you realize, you analyze why it happened. Yes, you got to know you were not serious, you were using mobile excessively. So what you do? Yes, you switch from your smartphone to your normal phone. Yes, you become more disciplined. What is it? It is feedback control. Yes, once the incident has taken place, you take corrective actions to ensure that the mistake does not get repeated. That is my feedback control. Now, what is feed-forward control? Yes, I'm anticipating my incident and taking corrective actions in such a way that the incident does not happen at all. Say, for example, I'm thinking right now when my preparation is going on, even before the examination, I'm thinking if I will not be serious, yes, when my results will be out, I would not be in a position to clear my examination. So now only I should take actions to ensure that the error does not take place in the first place. To ensure that, yes, now only I will ensure that, I become more disciplined, more focused, I reduce my screen time and ensure that, yes, first time only when I'm giving my examination, I clear it. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, I'm anticipating the incident and taking actions to ensure that, yes, any error does not occur at all. Another example, say for example, yes, parents at our home, assume at my home, yes, my parents were trusting me blindly. But one time what happened, parents at my home caught me having drugs. Assume. Yes, after that they became very serious. What is it, students? Feedback control. Once they've identified, once the incident has taken place, yes, we are taking corrective actions to ensure that it does not repeat again. One time it has happened, but my objective is, okay, it should not repeat again. That is my feedback control. What is feed-forward control? Even before this happens, from starting itself, yes, my parents are very cautious. When they're giving me money, yes, they're very cautious. They're asking why you're using, where you're using. Yes, they are ensuring that, yes, by 9 o'clock, I come back home. I do not indulge with the wrong people, all of that. What is it they're doing? Feed-forward control. Even before the incident has happened, they are taking preventive action. Is it clear? Very simple examples, students. One more example I'm telling. Yes, a car manufacturing company produced the cars. It started selling. Yes, it got complaints from the customer telling, okay, all these issues are there. Based on that, all these complaints company got, based on it, it came up with corrective actions, feedback control. Or else second, yes, even before the car is launched, yes, they produce, they look at things, yes, they analyze what all issues could be possible. Based on that, they take, yes, preventive steps even before launching the product to the market, feed-forward control. Is it clear? Got an overall idea? Incident is there. If you're taking corrective actions after the incident has happened, yes, obviously it is needed. Yes, my objective is to ensure that, yes, this incident does not get repeated. One time is over, but it should not get repeated. Feed forward, what is my objective? My objective is that the incident should not happen even once. Is it clear? Here I am telling my incident should not get repeated. Here I am telling my incident should not happen even once. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now let's see the points. Once you've understood the basics, then whatever is written, you will obviously read and understand. Yes, it is a reaction after an action has taken place. Okay. Here we are taking corrective actions to the error. There is an error, for that we are taking corrective action so that it does not get repeated. One time it is over, it should not get repeated. We identify the error which has already taken place by comparing my actual with the budgeted rate. And once the error is detected, control mechanism is set in place. Now, there are guidelines for preparation of feedback control. Yes, whatever my control report, feedback is happening. Once I've set my budget, I've got my actual. Now look at this, students. Yes, it is my budgetary control system only. I'm telling how am I doing. Point number one, I'm telling, yes, at the start of the period, I'll set my budget. Yes, by end of the period, I've got my actual. Now I'm sitting and analyzing, okay, why did I not achieve my budget? What all has happened? Yes, based on that, I'll take corrective actions to ensure that next time it does not get repeated. Yes, so I have to prepare my control report. What all are the guidelines? Firstly, I'm telling feedback report should disclose both the accomplishment as well as the responsibility. Whatever we have accomplished, is whatever positive is there, that should also be shown. Whatever negative is there, that should also be shown. Okay. It should be extracted promptly. Promptly on time we should be extracting the report, so that based on that, on time we'll be taking corrective action. Yes, it should disclose both trends also, relationships also. Whatever trends are there, whatever relationship is there, it should be disclosing. Say for example, there is a relationship. Say for example, we are telling, okay, yes, the monsoon has increased, because of which sale got down. Sale has reduced. That's a relationship. Yes or no? Or else say for example, I am telling, yes, I have reduced my selling price, because of which sale quantity increase. A relationship. And what could be a trend? Say for example, I am a car manufacturing company. I am telling, yes, the percentage of electric cars is increasing year by year. Last year it was 10%, now it is 15%, next year it is 18%. Yes, it's a trend. Telling, okay, in the future, yes, electric vehicle is going to be, yes, the market leader. Yes or no? So it's showing a trend. So my feedback control should be showing both my trend also, relationship also. It should disclose variation from the standard. At the start of the period, I have set my budget or my standard. I have got my actual. By how much it is varying, that should be shown. It should be in a standardized format, so that anyone who is reading, yes, will quickly get to know what all has happened. Limitations, yes, it is dependent hugely on success of error detection system, my dear students. Yes or no? Yes, when will I take preventive actions? When will I take corrective actions? Only when I have detected my error. Say for example, I have given you an example, yes or no? Assume my parents had caught me, yes, doing drugs. Assume, okay? Always assume. Okay, it's not reality, students. Assume. Now, okay, my parents will become serious. They will ensure that whatever money they are giving me, they will, yes, they will double check, all of that will do. But when will that happen? Only if they catch me with drugs. Yes or no? And what is the probability of catching? It's comparatively less. Yes or no? Feedback is fine. Okay, once you've identified, you will ensure that you're not, yes, repeating it again. But yes, it depends on success of error detection. If you're not having a proper error detection system in place, you will never be in a position to take corrective actions. Is it clear? Again, there could be a time lag between the error detection and correction, during which results may change again. Again, once you have detected the error and to correct, there is going to be a time between which results again may become worse. Is it clear? This was your feedback control. Now we are having feed forward control. Yes, here we forecast the difference between my budgeted and actual results and accordingly take corrective actions. What am I doing, students? Period is not over. I am forecasting the difference. I am forecasting the difference between my budgeted as well as my actual results, and accordingly I am taking corrective action. Just to give you a very simple example, suppose I have set a budget telling, okay, next 1 month I will be studying for 300 hours. That is 10 hours per day into 30 days. Now 4 days are over. Yes, ideally how much I should have studied? Yes, 10 hours per day into 4 days, 40 hours. Actually, I've studied only for 35 hours. So in feedback, I'm waiting till end of the period. Based on that only, based on this incident only, I'm taking corrective action. Here, now only I'm anticipating, I'm forecasting. If this way things happen, I will not be in a position to achieve my budget. I will not be in a position to finish the targets that I have set for myself. So based on that, now only I'm taking preventive actions. Is it clear? It is a control mechanism where we forecast the error even before the error takes place. I am forecasting the error even before it takes place. Now, guidelines for implementation of feed forward control. Yes. Now, keep in mind, students, feed forward is more dynamic. Feedback, see, by end of the period, I have realized. Yes or no? Now look at this. You've set a target telling, okay, yes, 300 hours I'm going to study. By end of the period, automatically you'll get to know you have not studied. So based on that, automatically you can take corrective action. But feed forward, even before that happens, you have to anticipate and do. It is slightly more difficult. So what all is needed, students? Yes, thorough planning and analysis is required. Yes, we should be having a thorough planning, telling, okay, yes, where we are standing right now, based on that, what all can go wrong, what all has gone wrong. Proper analysis needed. Okay, again, a careful discrimination should be applied while selecting my input variables. Yes, I should be discriminating the information which is available with me, telling which is more important, which is less important, which is more serious, which is less serious, which is more probable, which is less probable. Yes, say for example, I'm telling I'm Reliance. Okay, yes, I'm importing oil, based on that I'm doing extraction, whatever it is. Yes, now someone told me that yes, Dubai is going to increase the fuel prices. Dubai, Saudi Arabia, my Arab countries are going to increase the fuel prices. Now it is some random information I've got. It's not necessary that just based on some information that I'm getting, I should be taking action. A careful discrimination should be applied. I should be properly seeing, yes, while selecting my input variable, telling, okay, whether this information is correct or not. In order to analyze that, understand that, a careful discrimination, properly I should discriminate all the information, yes, forecast which is coming to me, telling, okay, this is probable, this is realistic, this is not realistic. All those have to be done. Is it clear? Yes, feed forward system should be kept dynamic. I should not be keeping it static. It should be kept dynamic, because whatever the situation is there today, tomorrow it may change. Say for example, just to give you a very simple example, yes, suppose I am importing, yes, a product from, say for example, US. Okay, today $1 was equal to 80 rupees. If in future what happened, say for example, my rupee depreciated, it came up to 85 rupees. I am importing the goods. So say for example, $100 goods. So now what happens? Automatically, previously it was 8,000 rupees. Now it became 8,500. Yes, my import has become costly. Now I am telling 8,300, it is available locally only. So I will tell, yes, let us purchase locally. It may also be possible, yes, 1.5 months later, it goes down to 78 rupees. Now what will happen? Obviously, here locally I am buying, it is 8,300. But if I am buying from outside, it is 7,800 only. Yes, basically what I am telling, yes, every time you are taking a decision, do not take one decision and tell, okay, this one will continue till eternity. Yes, keep your feed forward system dynamic. Continuously analyze, continuously come up with your, yes, research findings based on it. Continuously keep taking decisions. Is it clear, everyone? Again, a model of control system should be developed. Yes, you should be developing a proper control system, telling, okay, if this happens, I'm going to take an action. Say for example, I'm telling, yes, I have to see, yes, how much inflation is there, based on it I have to take some decision. Okay, say for example, what can I use? I can see the percentage increase in my consumer price index, telling, okay, last year it was this much, this year this percentage it has increased. That means, okay, it is showing that there is some inflation. Or else I can see inflation index. Based on it, I can take an indication. I'll be getting an indication telling, okay, all these things are happening. Based on it, I can be taking corrective action. Okay, data on my input variables. What all variables I'm using to analyze? Say for example, in the previous example I've told you, yes, I'm using consumer price index. So that data should be collected regularly. I should be collecting it regularly. I should be continuously assessing it, analyzing it. Yes, based on that, I should be taking action. Okay, so firstly I'll develop a proper model control system, telling, okay, if my, yes, consumer price index increases by more than 5%, I'm going to do this. Yes, then that data, that input variable data, I should be collecting regularly. I should be analyzing regularly. Based on that, I should be taking action, my dear students. Now I'm recording this video by myself. So when we are recording by myself, sometimes, I don't know what happens. Yes, we sometimes will not be getting the words. Yes, if students are there, even if it is virtually, yes, we get the energy to take class. Sometimes we're taking classes by ourselves, it becomes really difficult. It feels as though we are not getting words to explain. However, it's fine. Let's continue. There are few limitations also of feed forward control. Yes or no? What are the limitations, students? I'm anticipating telling what could go wrong. Now it could happen that, yes, I anticipated, okay, this mistake is going to happen. Based on it, I've taken preventive actions. But that does not happen at all. Say for example, I am assuming that in future my rupee value is going to fall down to 85 rupees. Based on that, instead of buying from, yes, USA, I am buying locally. But in reality, it may happen that, yes, rupee value never fell down. Instead, it became better. It went up to 77 rupees. Yes, it is going to backfire us. Yes or no? So feed forward is concerned with estimation of uncertain future. Study of future is not well developed, so there is always a problem of uncertainty. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, so with this we've finished the first concept, feedback as well as feed-forward control. Next, going to the second concept, students, which is behavioral aspects of budgetary control. 3 points are there: participation in budget setting, use of accounting information, as well as other points. Now, participation, there are two approaches to budget preparation. Important. One is my top-down approach, which is also called as imposed style. One more is my bottom-up approach, which is also called as participate. Now, what is it telling, students? Say, for example, I am Tata Motors. Okay, in top-down approach, that is imposed style. Yes, I have to set my budget for the next year. Now understand, where are we? Yes, I'm at the start of the period. I want to prepare a budget for the next year. Top-down approach, how am I prepared? Yes, at the top level, we are going to prepare our budget. Say, for example, Ratan Tata, he is estimating that, yes, for the next 1 year, I want a profit of, say, for example, 10,000 crore. Based on that, he has created a budget. He is telling, okay, in order to achieve that profit, I should be achieving a sales of, say, for example, yes, 1 lakh crore. This becomes the sales budget. Now he is telling, okay, now you guys achieve the budget. Now based on that, they are distributing, everybody is distributing, telling, okay, north, south, east, west. Yes, everywhere 25,000 crore. So south is 25,000 crore. Again, we are distributing state-wise. Say, for example, Kerala as a state got, say, for example, 10,000 crore. Again, we are distributing it city-wise, your division-wise. Okay, say, for example, at the very end level, say, for example, Kochi center got, say, for example, 100 crore. Yes, from top level, we are creating the budget which is imposed on the lower level. Now, what is the issue here, students? I am imposing, I am telling Kochi division, yes, you guys achieve a, yes, turnover of 100 crore for the next year. But we have never asked them, are you in a position to achieve 100 crore? Is it possible? Is it feasible? None of those things we have asked. Yes, it might be possible that they are not in a position to achieve that turnover, that budget that we have given to them at all. But budget will be imposed on them. Now the issue will be, yes, by end of the year, we are going to measure their performance. We are going to tell, yes, I told you 100 crore was your budget. Actually, you have achieved only 60 crore. What have you done? Why did you not achieve your budget? Yes, in reality, they were never asked whether this budget was achievable or not. Their opinion was never taken while they were preparing their budget. Just because the top management wanted to earn some profit margin, they have created a budget and that was being imposed. This is my top-down or else my imposed style approach. Is it clear? Now, what happens in a bottom-up approach? It's an exact reverse, participative. Now, at the end level, I'm having Kochi division. Yes, there, the people in charge, we are going to ask them, next year, how much budget you feel you will be in a position to achieve. They're telling this year we have achieved a, yes, turnover of, say, for example, 60 crore. Next year, we think we'll be in a position to achieve 70 crore. Now, we ensure that, they are not trying to, play some games. Yes, we ask them, yes, we see what is the expectation of the market, all of that. Yes, we ask them, why don't you try preparing a budget for 75 crore? Is it not realistic? They're like, fine. So, based on this, we have set a budget telling, okay, Kochi division will achieve 75 crore. This way, all the final, yes, people at the grassroots level, they will be preparing their budget. It will be reviewed by their senior level. It will be approved. Yes, based on all this, we are going up. Telling, okay, yes, all these individual regions, okay, they create their budget. We add it. Yes, we got, okay, for Kerala state, my budget for the next year is going to be 9,000 crore. Based on that, I add all states. I'm getting, okay, for South division, my budget is going to be 17,000 crore. Based on that, I add everything. I'll be getting for Tata Motors as a whole. Yes, my budget is going to be 97,000 crore. This is my bottom up or else my participative approach. Yes, what is the benefit here, students? What is the benefit here? Participative. The employees are in a position to participate. So they will be in a position to better tell how much budget is achievable and all those things. Yes or no, everyone? So now let's quickly read. Top-down approach. Here, budgets are prepared centrally. Centrally at the top level, I'm preparing, and subordinates are having little influence on budget setting. Okay, bottom up. Subordinate managers participate in preparation of their own budget. Yes. And then their budgets are reviewed and then approved by the senior management. Other name, this is also called as imposed style. It's also called as participative approach. Now, benefit. What is the benefit of your top-down approach, students? What is the benefit? Quickly, top management is thinking, okay, next year I want a turnover of 1 lakh crore. Budget is over. It need not ask every people. Every people will have their own other opinions. Every people will be having their own different points. Yes, fights will happen. All those tension itself is not there. Yes, it can be produced quickly. It involves less management time than other options. Yes or no? However, there is a risk here. Yes, risk or demerit or limitation. What is a risk, students? A risk of inaccurate budget being set, which may not be acceptable to subordinate manager. Top level management does not know what is happening at the grassroots level. Yes, so there is a risk that I am going to prepare and set a budget which is not appropriate, which is not achievable, yes, to the subordinate level manager. That risk is there. Now, flowchart, senior manager will first prepare the budget, then he'll be sending it to the department manager. From there it will go to the final budget holding staff. Yes or no? Yes. Now we have our participative approach. Yes. What all are the benefits? Firstly, it communicates a better sense of responsibility. Yes or no? The person at the final level, his opinion is being asked to prepare overall budget of Tata Motors. Think the amount of pride he'll be having. Yes or no? Again, staff will be motivated. His opinion is taken. The number he has given is being approved. Staff will be motivated to achieve that. Again, staff cannot blame unrealistic goals because they have only told we are going to achieve this. Yes or no? Yes. However, there is a risk even in case of bottom-up approach. What is the risk? Excessive arbitrary review takes away the benefit of a participative budget. What is this, students? Now, yes, suppose I am telling same previous example, yes or no? Yes, Kochi division manager, yes, we asked him next year how much turnover you will be in a position to achieve. He told current year was 60 crore, next year I'll be in a position to achieve 70 crore. Yes, we are telling no. Yes, you do one thing, you achieve 120 crore. It's like, what's the point? I mean, it's not possible. It's like, don't worry, you can do it. I know you can do it. Do it. You will achieve 120 crore. What are we doing, students? Here, just for name's sake, we are trying to make it as a participative approach, a bottom-up approach. However, in reality, it is a top-down approach only. Yes, the excessive arbitrary review. Yes, whatever budget my lower level person is telling, it has to be reviewed. But excessive arbitrary review, unnecessarily I'm adding percentage. Yes, what am I doing? Ultimately, I'll be having some target in my mind. Yes or no, at the back of my mind, telling, okay, next year I should achieve 1 lakh crore. Yes, in order to achieve that, whatever I want, I'll be having in my mind. But just for namesake, I'm asking, okay, you prepare your budget. He is telling, okay, one number. He'll be like, no, you do this. Obviously, there is no point. He'll feel even more worse. He was telling previously it was fine. Okay, he was just imposing on me. Now he is first asking my inputs. Then yes, I've put so much efforts. I've analyzed everything. I've come up with my budget. Now he's totally disregarding that. He's arbitrarily adding some amount. So no. Yes. So excessive arbitrary review takes away the benefit of your participative budget. Point number 1. Second, it may lead to emergence of budget slack. Budget slack. Now, what is this budget slack, my dear students? Yes. Now, look at this. Suppose I am the manager. Yes, here at Kochi. Okay. Now, look at the behavioral aspect. Yes, what people are thinking behavior. Yes. Now, yes, participative approach it is. Yes, top level management is asking me, yes, next year how much you can achieve. Yes, assume this year I have achieved a turnover of 60 crore. Next year, I know that if I work really hard, I can achieve up to 90 crore. This can be achieved if I work really hard. It is challenging but achievable. But what I am doing, I know that ultimately the bonus, the reward will be given based on whether I have achieved my target or not. Yes, to what level I have exceeded my target. So what I am doing is, well, I am setting my target for the next year. I am telling, sir, next year maximum 70 crore only will be in a position to achieve. No, sir, too many issues are there, too many competitors are coming. We are not in a position to achieve more. Next year, maximum 70 crore only will be in a position to achieve. Yes, I am trying to bring in an artificial budget figure. Why am I trying to do that? Yes, because I know ultimately, suppose I have achieved, say, for example, 80 crore. Previously, what would have happened if I had set a proper budget? 90 crore was my budget, actually is 80 crore only. I would have told bad performance. But now, what I have done? I have artificially reduced my budget. I have not kept my budget at an optimal level. Why? So that ultimately at the end of the year, we'll be like, yes, 80 crore I have achieved, sir. Budget was only 70 crore. 10 crore extra profit I have achieved, so give me the bonus. Yes or no? So just for the personal gain, yes, we are not setting our budget at the optimal level. Yes, that is my budget slack. I'm bringing in a slack in my budget, a reduction in my budget. Is it clear? That happens only in case of participative budget. Yes or no? Bottom up. Only in bottom up we are asking employees for their opinion. Top down we are directly imposing. So there is no option, no question of budget slack at all. Is it clear, everyone? So how we are going to prepare our budget? First, the budget holding staff, the people who are working at the last level, who are supposed to achieve the budget, they will prepare the budget, which will be reviewed by departmental managers. Senior management becomes the budget for the entire organization. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Next, one small point is there. Use of accounting information in case of performance evaluation. We are evaluating the performance. For that, we are having accounting information. How should we use it? Three different approaches, three different schools of thought is there. Yes, first is the budget constrained style. Second is the profit conscious style. Third is the non-accounting style. What is budget constrained style telling? Yes, here my evaluation is based on whether I have achieved my budget or not. If I have achieved my budget, yes, well and good. If I have not achieved my budget, bad. As simple as that. Say for example, for the next 1 year, suppose we are a hotel. Yes, we had set a budget telling for the next 1 year, my cost is going to be, expenses is going to be 10 lakh rupees. Now, how will I evaluate? If my expenses, actual expense is 10 lakh or less, I'll be telling good. If my actual expenses is more than 10 lakh, I'll be telling bad. This is my budget constraint. However, it could be possible that, say for example, in the middle of the year, okay, I am a hotel, yes, some ACs were not working properly. Okay, yes, we had to do some repairing to our, yes, building, etc., or give some painting. It was not provided in the budget. However, it came up, yes, as an urgent repair. Yes, what my budget constraint style is telling, if it is not given in budget, don't do. Because ultimately, yes, ultimately, performance will be evaluated based on, yes, whether we have satisfied, fulfilled our budget or not. Is it clear? Budget constraint, a very short-term approach. Next, I am having profit conscious style. Here it is telling, see, if you take a decision, don't be confining to the budget. See, ultimately, whether it is adding to your profit or not. If it is contributing positively to your profit, go ahead. Say for example, yes, right now, yes, we were producing lower quality raw material at 10 rupees. Say for example, I am telling, yes, if we purchase higher quality raw material, pay 5 rupees extra, yes, revenue, I will be in a position to earn 10 rupees extra. Right now, I was selling at 20 rupees, I can sell it 30 rupees. I'm telling by selling the same product, I'm getting a higher profit. Yes, profit overall is becoming better, then go ahead. Even though you are not fulfilling your budget. So, say for example, I'm telling, yes, I'm a mobile manufacturing company. I thought the budgeted cost to manufacture a mobile is 10,000. However, I went on, yes, and purchased premium cameras to the mobile. Yes, 3,000 extra I have paid to purchase those cameras. But now, I'm in a position to sell my mobile at a higher price of 7,000. Yes, previously what I thought, yes, instead of that 7,000 extra, I'm in a position to charge. Why? Because I went for this, yes, better camera. So no, budget constraint style was never giving me permission for that. It was telling, okay, my budgeted cost was 10,000, why did you incur extra? Profit conscious style is telling, okay, overall your profit is positive, no need to worry, you can do whatever you want. Is it clear? And thirdly, I have my non-accounting style, which is telling, yes, profit is just financial. Most things are going to be non-financial, yes or no? Say for example, customer satisfaction, non-financial. You cannot be giving a number, a value, a rupee value to that. So no. So I'm telling, when I'm evaluating the performance, not just financial factors, non-financial, non-accounting data, telling what is the customer satisfaction, customer retention, yes, all those has to be kept in mind. Okay, this link accounting data plays a relatively unimportant role. Yes, non-accounting data has to be given importance. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue? Then we have one small area, students. It is impact of budget difficulty on my performance. Now, yes, this complete concept I'll explain with the help of one simple sentence, telling my ultimate objective is not to achieve my budget. Budget is only giving me a direction. Ultimate objective is not to achieve my budget. Ultimate objective is to set my budget in such a way that my actual performance is maximum. What is it, students? Set your budget in such a way that your actual performance is maximum. Now look at this. A very simple example, your study target. You are preparing a plan, study plan for next 1 day. Suppose you prepared a budget telling tomorrow 1 day, I am going to study for 23 hours. A very high budget. Yes, will you ever wake up from your bed, students? When you wake up only, you know it is not going to happen. So yes, your actual performance is going to be very poor. Yes, you will not study at all. However, you have set a very simple budget. Say for example, tomorrow morning I will be studying for 2 hours. Budget is simple. You will achieve. You will study for 2 hours. But will you study for more than 2 hours? No. Yes, or you'll be like, my budget is over, target is over. Why should I study? Yes. If I set a very difficult budget, yes, it will never motivate employees to work at all. If I set a very easy budget will be achieved. However, my performance will not be optimal. Now, from the easy budget, slightly I will increase my difficulty. Now, from 2 hours, I've set my budget to 4 hours. Okay, actually, I'm studying somewhere close to 3.5 hours. Yes, I've set my budget to 6 hours. Actually, I'm studying somewhere around 5.5 hours. I've set my budget to 10 hours. Okay, yes, I set my budget to 10 hours. Actually, I'm studying somewhere around 9.5 hours. I set my budget to 12 hours. Now, what is happening? Actually, I'm in a position to study only for 8 hours. Because somewhere midway, I feel that, it's not achievable. So, I will not be having that motivation. So, quite possible. You experience this by yourselves. Now, what is my optimal performance budget? Yes, optimal performance budget. It is the budget at which my actual performance is optimal. Yes, where is it I can ensure that my actual performance is best? When I'm setting a budget of 10 hours for a day, it is possible that, yes, because of the motivation, I will study for 10 hours. Or even if I lose, I will try my best to achieve that. So my actual performance is best in when I'm setting a budget this way. So this is my optimal performance budget. Is it clear? Now look at this. Most difficult budget will not be achievable. In contrast, a budget which is achieved motivates a lower level of performance. Up to a point, yes, more demanding the budget is, more difficult the budget becomes, better results will be achieved. Optimum performance budget is the budget at which the best results are achieved. The budget at which my actual performance is best, that is my optimal performance budget. Is it clear, everyone? We finished 2 concepts. Concept number 1, feedback as well as feed forward. Concept number 2, behavioral aspect. We are having one final concept, that is concept number 3, which is beyond budgeting. So let's revise the concept of beyond budgeting. What is beyond budgeting telling? Yes, it is telling you should be going beyond your traditional budget. One simple line. Go beyond your traditional budget. Now the question comes, what is the issue with traditional budget? Yes, so all of that is discussed. Now very simple example, students. Yes, suppose I am telling COVID. Yes, it was COVID phase. Okay, too many industries flourished, too many industries suffered. Now I am taking typical example. Yes, one example I am taking, say for example, yes, my automobile industry. Yes, it suffered during COVID. Yes or no? Yes, next 1 year I had made a plan. Yes, in industry, everybody's sale has reduced by 80% over budget. Okay, everybody's sale has reduced by 80% over their budgeted sales. Yes, I am Maruti Suzuki. Assume my sale has reduced by 40%. Yes, whether we have performed well, whether we have not performed well. Ideally speaking, holistically speaking, we have performed well because everybody's, yes, sales has reduced by 80%. My sale has just reduced by 40%. Yes or no? However, yes, when I was doing my traditional analysis, was it ever coming out? How was I doing my traditional analysis? This is my budget, this is my actual. For the next 1 year, I budgeted that I'm going to attain a sale of 1 lakh crore. Actually, I've got only 60,000 crore. I have not achieved my budget, poor performance. I was giving a straight away remark. However, I was not comparing, telling what is happening in the external market. All my budget was internal. Okay. One more example, say for example, I am telling pharma. Yes, pharma, I am running a pharma company. Yes, say for example, Sun Pharmaceuticals. Yes, whatever budget I had set, I have achieved my budget. 10% externally I have achieved. Ideally, I should be happy. However, if you see during the COVID phase, yes, all other pharma companies have doubled their revenue. Yes, they have achieved 2 times of their budgeted figure. Now tell me, ideally, whether my performance is good or bad. Everybody has doubled their revenue. I've just increased it by 10%. My performance is actually bad. However, yes, when I was doing my traditional budget analysis, this is my budget, this is my actual. Yes, I've achieved more favorable. Yes or no? It was not giving me a correct picture. So, yes, this is what my beyond budgeting is telling. It is telling do not just stick to your internal targets, internal budgets. Go beyond the budget. See what is happening in the market, in reality. Based on that, come up with your budget. Okay. Yes. Now look at this. Firstly, we are telling what all are the limitations of traditional budget. Quickly, I'll tell. Yes, lack of flexibility. It is not giving me flexibility to change based on the change in the market. It is time consuming and costly. Whatever time and efforts I've put for that, reward is not there. Because ultimately, the conditions change, my budget will not be useful. Barrier to change. Yes, traditional budget will often be creating a barrier to change. Okay. Again, it will make people feel undervalued. Yes or no? People who have not achieved. Yes, in this particular case, Maruti Suzuki manager. Yes, we'll be scolding him, telling why did he not achieve the budget. But look at the reality, boss. Yes, it will make people feel undervalued, and it is concentrating on cost reduction, not on value creation. Everywhere budget we are setting, yes, the only objective is to try to reduce the cost, but not trying to add value to our customers. Is it clear? These were the limitations of traditional budget. Now, beyond budgeting, yes, to overcome all these, we have our hero coming to us, to our rescue, that is beyond budgeting. What is beyond budgeting, telling students? It is a new management philosophy. Okay, it is a new management philosophy. What is this philosophy of beyond budgeting telling? It relates to an alternative approach of budgeting, which is more adaptive process than traditional budget and more decentralized process than traditional budget. Two things, students, keep in mind the two terms, which is more adaptive to change, more adaptive to change in the markets, and the more decentralized. The decision making is not centralized, it is decentralized. Everyone at the last level, grassroots level, are given the opportunity, are given the power to take decision. Why? So that they can exploit the opportunities quickly. Say for example, yes, we've got a quick opportunity. Okay. However, if decision making is centralized, it takes a lot of time for us to get that decision approved. However, if decision making is decentralized, quickly we can do that. Say for example, I am telling, say for example, in Tamil Nadu, there is a new festival coming up. Okay. Yes, sales are expected to be huge. Yes, too many visitors are planning to come here. Yes, I am a hotel company. I am thinking right now, I should be increasing my fares, because anyways demand is going to be more. People are willing to pay whatever I am going to ask for. However, if my decision making is centralized, I'll have to ask them. They'll sometimes tell yes, sometimes they'll tell no. So many questions, so many doubts they'll ask. All of this is happening. However, in beyond budgeting, I will look at the market. I will try to exploit the market so that this maximum performance I'll be in a position to achieve. Is it clear, everyone? 2 points in case of beyond budgeting. It's a management philosophy. Two things: more adaptive and more decentralized. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, now let's quickly see the characteristics. Yes, in case of beyond budgeting, we are allowing the operational managers to react to the environment. It is more decentralized. Last level manager, he can quickly react to the environment. More timely allocation of resources. Yes, timely they can take their own decision. Yes, resource will get allocated. Encourages a culture of innovation. Innovation is encouraged because it is decentralized. You are responsible. Yes, you are given the autonomy, the power. So obviously innovation will be encouraged. Rolling budgets will be there, which may incorporate KPI. I'm not coming up with static budgets. I'm coming up with rolling budget, which is rolling based on the changes in my market, in the external market. Okay. Focus of the manager is to improve my future results. Manager's only objective is my future results should keep improving, should keep becoming better and better. Suitability, where all beyond budgeting is applicable, suitable in industries where there is a rapid change in business environment. Quick change in business environment is there. Yes, say for example, smartphone industry, 6 months everything is changing. Yes, beyond budgeting is applicable, because I will not be in a position to estimate what is going to happen over the next 6 months. Yes, suitable in industries where management methods such as TQM is being implemented, so that we have the surety that the goods which are produced is of perfect quality. Again, suitable in industries which are undergoing a radical change. Yes, if it is undergoing radical change, I cannot come up with a traditional budget telling, okay, next 1 year this is going to happen, because too much change is there, too much uncertainty is there. The only thing that I can go ahead is with, yes, is with my beyond budgeting, is with my rolling budget. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now, beyond budgeting, some principles are there. Yes, question can ask you leadership principles, management process principle for adaptive performance measurement. All these things are there. We'll read. We have a mnemonic, yes, to help you guys remember also. First one is purpose. Yes, we're telling, in case of beyond budgeting, do not give just a number. Do not just give a short-term financial target. Instead, engage your people around noble and bold causes. Don't just tell, okay, next 1 year you should be selling these many goods. Yes, but instead tell, okay, what our objective is. We want to become the number one car manufacturer. Now employees are automatically motivated. Yes, they are working to achieve that. Yes, engage the people around that purpose. Organization should create a team of accountable rather than hierarchical control. Instead of all these hierarchy, have these people who are accountable, decentralize and give them that power and hold them accountable. Customer, all the things that we're doing should be keeping in mind the requirements of customer. Autonomy, you should give autonomy to take decision, do not hold them too much. Decentralization you do. Transparency, you have done decentralization, at the last level you are taking decision. Transparency, all information should be transparent so that they can take decisions properly on their own. Plans and forecast should be made lean and unbiased. Okay, performance evaluation should be done holistically with peer feedback for learning as well as development. Okay, properly you should be doing your performance evaluation. Target, I should be setting relative goals and targets, not fixed target telling okay next 1 year this much yes turnover I want. One is my fixed target telling okay next 1 year, say for example I am telling yes I should be achieving a sale of say for example 1 crore rupees. Or one more is my relative target telling okay next year yes my industry has grown by 10%, that means I should grow by 12%. Relative target telling what is happening in the market, in relative to that what I should be doing. Okay, this is achievable for me. Rhythm, management process should be dynamic around the business rhythms and events, not around fixed calendar year only. Very important point, students. Now say for example I am telling this is the month of say for example December. In December I have achieved a turnover of say for example 10 crore rupees. Now next month I have to be preparing my budget. Yes, traditional budget what I am telling okay this year 10 crore I have achieved, next year directly 10% extra let me try to achieve, 11 crore let me try to achieve. We are telling the budget we are preparing should be keeping in mind the business rhythms and movement. Say for example it could be possible that during January okay yes some festival is coming, because of which by default we are expecting to make more sales. So ideally my budget should not be 11 lakh, it should be 12 lakh. Or else it could be possible that in the next 1 month yes we are estimating that all the season is over, now the sales are going to fall down, that means even 10 lakh I will not be in a position to achieve, ideally only 8.5 lakh I achieve. Yes, beyond budgeting is creating a budget based on the business rhythms. Yes, not a fixed amount. Is it clear? Reward should be based on relative performance. The reward in case of beyond budgeting should be based on yes how well we have performed and stood against our competitor. Again, resources should be made available as and when it is needed so that we can exploit the opportunity quickly. Look at the mnemonic, students. Yes, some terms are in Hindi. Pocket. Yes, fokat you call it, or pocket you call it in Hindi. Yes, yes. What do you tell fokat in English? How can you translate? Fokat means chuma. Yes, just for namesake you can tell. I'm not getting the exact term. Okay, fokat में PPT में RRR देखा. Okay, fokat randomly chuma. Yes, PPT in PowerPoint presentation we watched the movie RRR. Okay, forget me, just we were sitting idle, we didn't have any other work, so what we did in our PPT we watched a movie RRR. Forget, purpose, organization, customer, autonomy, transparency, PPT, plans, performance evaluation, target, RRR, rhythm, rewards as well as resource utilization. Is it clear everyone? Yes, we are having some miscellaneous areas, you guys can read it by yourselves. Benefits or advantages, managers will work in coordination together to beat the competition. Yes, it will help motivate individuals by giving clear responsibilities. Yes, rewards will be made team based. Proper delegation of authority will happen. Yes, focus on achieving some key ratios. Yes, key ratios telling okay gross profit ratio, etc, etc. Okay, nature of beyond budgeting, this also you guys can read it once by yourselves. With this the chapter budgetary control is over, my dear students. Okay, go back, revise the chapter once by yourself. We'll be meeting in the next video for the next chapter. Till then, keep studying, keep smiling, keep rocking, and see you for the next video.